For more than half a century, the presence of Sam Elliott has carried a quiet authority across American cinema. His voice, deep, steady, and unmistakably calm, has a way of making a moment feel larger than it is. Audiences recognize him instantly, yet his path to that recognition was anything but quick. He was never the overnight sensation that Hollywood often celebrates. Instead, his career unfolded slowly, shaped by patience and resilience. Behind the famous mustache and the familiar drawl is a man whose story is less about glamour and more about persistence. Elliott spent years being almost chosen, almost remembered, and almost famous. Yet he stayed. His journey reminds us that greatness doesn't always arrive with a loud entrance. Sometimes it grows quietly, shaped by years of effort, self-belief, and the determination to remain true to yourself, even when recognition takes its time. A childhood marked by quiet expectations. Sam Elliott was born on August 9, 1944, in Sacramento, California. His father, Henry Nelson Elliott, worked for the California Department of Fish and Game, while his mother, Glynn Mamie Sparks, provided the warmth and stability of home. From the outside, his upbringing seemed ordinary, but like many families of that era, emotions were rarely discussed openly. His father valued discipline, responsibility, and practical careers. Acting, in contrast, seemed uncertain and unrealistic. Young Sam admired his father, yet struggled to gain his approval. That unspoken tension quietly shaped his early years. When the family later moved to Portland, Oregon, Elliott found comfort in the surrounding landscapes rather than in classrooms or social circles. The forests and hills gave him space to think and breathe. In those quiet moments outdoors, he began developing the reflective nature that would later define both his personality and his screen presence. The dream that sparked a conflict. During his college years, Elliott discovered something that felt undeniable. He wanted to become an actor. While attending the University of Oregon, he realized that storytelling and performance stirred something deeper than any practical career path. For his father, however, acting seemed too uncertain to build a life upon. Their disagreement was not loud or dramatic, it was quieter and more difficult than that. It was the feeling of not being fully understood by someone whose approval mattered deeply. Elliott eventually transferred to Clark College in Washington, where he continued exploring acting while working various jobs to support himself. Surveying land and taking on practical work briefly pulled him toward the life his father had envisioned. But the desire to act remained stronger. Some ambitions, once discovered, refused to disappear. Elliott realized that if he ignored this calling, he would always wonder what might have been. The risk of starting over. In the mid-1960s, Elliott made the decision that would define the rest of his life. He moved to Los Angeles with little more than determination and hope. Hollywood was not welcoming to newcomers, especially those who didn't fit its familiar molds. Elliott's tall frame, deep voice, and quiet intensity made him difficult for casting agents to categorize. He wasn't the typical leading man of the time, nor was he easily placed in supporting roles. To make ends meet, he worked various jobs while attending auditions. His first small break came through a commercial for Chevron, a moment so brief most viewers forgot it instantly. Yet for Elliott, it meant possibility. Each audition represented another chance. The work was inconsistent and success felt distant. Still, he stayed in the city, believing that persistence, more than talent alone, would eventually create opportunity. A love story away from the spotlight. During these years, Elliott's personal life took a meaningful turn when he reconnected with actress Katharine Ross. They had first met during the filming of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, though their connection truly developed later while working together on The Legacy in 1978. Ross was already a well-known performer thanks to roles in films like The Graduate. Despite the differences in their careers at the time, their relationship grew naturally and without the spectacle often associated with Hollywood romances. They married in 1984 and welcomed their daughter, Cleo Rose Elliott, the same year. Their life together, largely based in Malibu, reflected shared values of privacy and stability. Over the decades, their relationship became one of the rare, long-lasting partnerships in the entertainment industry. Finding his place in film. By the late 1980s, Elliott's career finally began gaining stronger momentum. One of the roles that brought him widespread attention was Wade Garrett in Roadhouse, 1989. The film's energetic style made it popular with audiences, and Elliott's calm, confident performance stood out. His presence carried a sense of authenticity that made viewers curious about him. A few years later, he appeared in Tombstone, 1993, portraying Virgil Earp alongside Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. Though he wasn't the central focus of the film, his steady performance helped ground the story. Audiences began recognizing something special in his style. He didn't need to dominate scenes to make them memorable. His quiet strength and natural presence made his characters feel believable. Recognition that arrived. Late decades after he first arrived in Hollywood, Elliott finally received major critical recognition for his role in A Star is Born, 2018, directed by Bradley Cooper and co-starring Lady Gaga. Elliott portrayed Bobby Maine, the older brother of Cooper's troubled musician character. His performance was subtle and emotionally powerful, showing a mix of love, regret, and quiet understanding. Critics widely praised the role, and he received nominations from major awards organizations, including the Academy Awards. For many viewers, it felt like a long overdue acknowledgement of a performer who had been delivering excellent work for decades. Rather than celebrating loudly, Elliott responded with his usual humility, simply grateful that the work itself had been recognized. Continuing the journey with purpose. Even in his later years, Elliott has continued working in projects that resonate with him. In 2022, he appeared in the series 1883, part of the broader Yellowstone universe. His character, Shay Brennan, is a man shaped by hardship, yet driven by duty. Elliott brought depth and authenticity to the role, earning praise from critics and audiences alike. The performance reminded viewers that experience can enrich storytelling in ways youth sometimes cannot. Rather than slowing down completely, Elliott has chosen roles carefully, selecting stories that align with his values and interests. His career now reflects a lifetime of dedication rather than the pursuit of constant fame. A life built with patience. Today, Sam Elliott stands as an example of perseverance and authenticity. Living in Malibu with Catherine Ross, he continues to enjoy a quieter life while remaining connected to the craft he loves. His career, spanning more than 6 decades, shows that success does not always follow a predictable timeline. Sometimes it takes years of patience, resilience, and self-belief. Elliott never tried to reshape himself to fit Hollywood trends. Instead, he remained exactly who he was. That consistency eventually became his greatest strength. His story reminds us that meaningful achievements often grow slowly. When the world finally noticed him, it discovered someone who had been ready all along, a man who simply refused to give up on the path he believed in.